Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another Instant Deck Tech. Today we're heading to Legacy to check out a super sweet combo deck. This is Aluren, as played by Eric Williams, to a top 8 finish at SCG Legacy IQ, so congrats to Eric on their finish with the deck. A quick reminder before we break it all down, if you enjoyed this deck and want to see it made into videos, take a minute, click the like button, the subscribe button, leave a comment, anything you can do to support your deck, because whichever deck is most popular gets a shot at being made into videos next week. So Aluren is built around this wacky enchantment from Tempest, one of the old cards where the idea was it would be symmetrical, but it really isn't symmetrical once you start playing with it. 4-mana enchantment allows any player to cast creatures with converted mana cost 3 or less as an instant without paying their mana cost. So as long as it's cheap, you can cast it at instant speed and for free. Of course, either player can do this, but because your opponent most likely didn't build their deck around Aluren, it's going to benefit you more than it benefits your opponent, most likely. So the idea of this card is to be a combo piece, and it basically abuses enter the battlefield triggers to win the game. So the two key creatures in the deck are Quickling and Cavern Harpy, 2-mana creatures, so they can be cast for free under Aluren, and when they enter the battlefield, you have to return a creature to your hand. Quickling, any other creature, Cavern Harpy, a blue or black creature. That's fine, you want to be returning blue creatures anyway, as you will see as we go through the rest of the deck. Cavern Harpy has an additional benefit that you can pay a life to return it to your hand, so you can kind of go through a loop with just Cavern Harpy. You play it, pick up a creature, replay that creature for free with Aluren, play the Cavern Harpy again, pick up the creature, pay a life, get back to Cavern Harpy. So that's kind of what this deck wants to be doing, is just bouncing creatures in and out of the battlefield. So what is the deck bouncing? Well, Coiling Oracle and Raven's Familiar are the two main creatures with a Quickling or a Cavern Harpy. In either of these creatures, you basically just get to cycle through your entire deck and find whatever card you want, or multiple cards. Coiling Oracle, when it enters the battlefield, you reveal a top card of your library. If it's a land, it goes on the battlefield. If it's not a land, it goes in your hand. Raven's Familiar is an Anticipate on a body, so you cast it, look at the top 3, take a card, the rest go to the bottom. So if you have a Quickling, a Cavern Harpy, you're playing these again and again, so you're drawing a whole bunch of cards, finding the rest of your combo pieces. Glimpse of Nature gives you even more draw if you don't happen to have the Coiling Oracle or Raven's Familiar. You can just kind of go infinite with Quicklings, keep casting them, drawing a card each time till you find the other creatures that you need. And then as far as winning the game, you're going to go through these loops after you draw all the cards you need with Gitu Slinger or Shaman of the pack. So when they enter the battlefield, they deal damage. Of course, you're casting them for free. You've drawn all your cards, so you have a Quickling, multiple Quicklings. So you Gitu Slinger, deal 2 damage, Quickling, pick up Gitu Slinger, Gitu Slinger, cast a Quickling, pick up the Quickling, pick up the Gitu Slinger, go through that loop like that, and win the game. Shaman of the pack works the same way. So you basically deal infinite damage when you have the Aluren out and the ability to keep bouncing them back to your hand. And then the other way the deck can win involves, well, a whole bunch of creatures. You can do it with multiple Quicklings or multiple Cavern Harpies, but the one card that can do it all by itself is Mana War. So you cast Mana War for free, pick it up, cast it, pick it up, cast it, pick it up, cast it, pick it up, and you generate a massive storm count. Then you simply Grape Shot your opponent for a lethal amount of damage, or Tendrils of Agony your opponent for a lethal amount of damage. So you can get the storm kill as well. You also have a couple of Eternal Witnesses, so if one of your combo pieces happen to get killed, you can get it back. And then, just some fast mana, Llanowar Elves, Elvish Spirit Guide. Remember, you are built around a 4-mana enchantment, and you really need Aluren to win. You would have some really janky beats if you're going to try to go on the beatdown plan. So you really rely on having Aluren on the battlefield to win the game. So these just speed up the process for getting on the battlefield. And the last main deck cards are not creatures. Impulse, another way to cycle through your deck, find your combo pieces, and Force of Will for some protection. As far as the mana base, it is a whole bunch of crazy dual lands. So 4 different fetch lands, a massive 6 different dual lands, mostly one of each, but a couple of bayous. And then a few basic lands in case you get Blood Mooned. In the sideboard, it's pretty straightforward. You get 3 Extirpates to hate on the graveyard, good against Reanimator, Dredge, and so forth. 3 Corrosive Grips to deal with artifacts or enchantments. Pyroblast helps against red spells. Pithing Needle can lock down a whole bunch of stuff. And then Ensnaring Bridge, since you don't need to attack to win, it's a way to keep your opponent from killing you with creatures while you combo off with direct damage and win that way. So that is Aluren combo in Legacy. Deck is super insane, really unique. Anyway, that's been our instant deck tech for today. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you soon.